We have a new leader right now.
Seven more minutes left. First horse in 7 minutes. First horse in 7 minutes.
A very good afternoon and welcome back to this top action from the Split Rock Hunter Jumper Tour in Kentucky. We have a fantastic list of competitors to bring you once again in today's competition. Is blue to the traditional Prix. 52 combinations are on the start list for today's competition. This is the feat for the national jumpers. Of course, we have also had a number of international competitions, other competitions taking place today, including the 7-year-old final, the junior amateur meter 30 final, the well action on the day. Now, this blue trim meter 35 national prix is the feature class of the day. Your first competitor, Caitlin Keeley with Mystic C. Van der Haveld. Caitlin, a talented young rider just outside the world 100 in the under 25 rankings. Last year, she competed in junior individually. This pair were also 7th in the under 25 finale Grand Prix at WEF. And that is just their international career together so far. Caitlin, of course, experienced with this horse up and down the national level. He's a there we of 16 for Caitlin Keeley with Mystic C. Van der Haveld. They were the winners of the junior amateur speed class yesterday. We move swiftly on though to TJ O'Mara. And TJ ADB. Horse who is by Nabab Derev. With some Carthago breeding on the dam side further back. This is a pair who are becoming more increasingly established up to the fact they were a meter 40 open jumper class in Wellington in December. And this combination were also the winners of our Horseflight meter for speed. This watch on the clock as well. Such a shame he's now had a fence down. Of course, this being the National Prix, we are looking for clears to go through off. Well, TJ O'Mara comes home with just the one pole down and a time of 9:09:03. So both of our first competitors coming home in the 69-second mark. Time allowed today is 7 seconds. So it's a pretty class. Certainly won't be wasting any time here. Still looking for the first clear, but been, and as I say, 52 are on the list in today's competition. Andrew Ramsey next with Hermus. This horse has some really impressive breeding as well. The grandsire is and on the a couple of lines further back, but certainly very impressive in terms of the breeding. One very much bred for success. This combination, a few fences down in that meter 40 class on Thursday. To finish 20. They've had most of their top results. This horse has back in 2023. Well, it's Andrew Ramsey and jumping clear across the fences, but picking up 2 for time. At that time allowed, remember, is 74 seconds. So time penalty for every second started over the time allowed. And so Andrew Ramsey, time allowed is quite tough. And we move on to Molly. So this afternoon in head ride of Thomas Joffre. This is one that Molly has been campaigning since the start of they placed second for Thursday, great clear and a quick time. And they also jumped clear in the meter 35 class on Wednesday as well. He has campaigned this horse up to the meter for some top 10 results. And some 2 and 3 last year as well. So pretty established combination.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we have our first clear round of the day. Molly has Collie and Echo go clear, 73-1,
But she gives us the first clear. Molly Ashcawley with Echo Van Hetgarendalzed. We have a clear. We, of course, will be looking for another to join her in the jump off. But we are whipping at some pace. And we are already on to Emma Sargent. He's the fifth competitor into the ring with Gioli. Again, Gioli is quite for Emma. They've had top 10 finishes in 2-star Grand Prix in the past at Traverse City and one at Tryon as well. Well, Emma Sargent is looking to become our second clear. Molly Ashcawley already takes that honour of being the first. Far 2, 3, 1 is on the clock. 72.32 if we round it to the decimal. And Emma Sargent, though, gives us the second clear round. 2 going through now to a jump off. Well, we continue with now who rides Idol. International results for this combination. Plenty of top 10 finishers at the 2 and 3-star level at Traverse City and here in Lexington again. Both of those coming last year, though. This horse is also being competed by Shane Sweetnam at the national level. Had a good win last month in the enemy jumper. Pretty consistently placing at the top of the leaderboard in those 135 levels, which of course is what we have here today. One time penalty though for Stephen Foran and that very talented horse Idol. Well, Cinderella 770 is our next horse into the ring. Ridden by a stallion called Chetlag, and out of Clarino. A couple of top 10 finishes already this week in the 130-40 classes. They've had 2 wins in the 130 Open down at WEF in March. And that is a level at which they are extremely comfortable, the meter 30 and 35. Extremely successful in recent months at that level. Looking pretty quick against the club. Through the triple combination and then down to this final fence, the Lilac Oxer, and 68.190 is the for James Billington with Cinderella, the fastest of our clears so far. And puts him into the jump off as 3 now go through. It's Molly Corley with Echo Van Het Gerendal, Zed, Emma Sargent, Lita. And now James Billington with Cinderella. They are your 3 jump-off qualifiers at the moment. But we move with, with Davidson. Well, for Davidson's jumped in the international with Alex Matz and Callan Solom up to the meter 60 level. Now with Ella Palandino though, and performing well in the 130 and 135 classes. Jumped well at Caladon or top 10 row across Caladon and Akala. Ella Paladino then comes home with a score of that 7. Juan Ortiz now comes forward. ODM. Juan has had plenty of good results this week in the international as well. He's had a good couple of rides in multiple classes, vintage and catch the dark for the international classes here this week. Odile was his horse for the and but he's jumped this horse up to the 5-star competitions. Odile was also a ride for Darren Lynn of Canada a couple of years ago and was part of the Major League show jumping circuit with Darren. Well, 71.716 is the time, and Juan Ortiz punches the air with Odile VDM. Absolutely thrilled with that. Really over the moon.
640. We'll be our next ride.
And he next rider through to the jump off. He actually had 2 rides. Yes, the other competitor to one of their rides. Juan opted to keep both in there. Britta Sturkel is up next. Riding Gallia, horse that she's competed in the international shows in the past as well. This horse came from Great Britain, from William and Ella Derbyshire, William Funnel and Pippa Funnel, of course the founders of the Billy Stud. And Billy Gallion is a 12-year-old now. This combination won the meter 30 class, the junior amateur there just yesterday. Also placed really well open class in Illinois as well. A couple of top 10s there. Well, it's a nice triple combination. Now come back to jump off, but it's certainly plenty to like about that round. We will pick up 2 for time as well, and the score is 6. Goes into 8th place, fraction faster than Ella Palladino.
USA's Campbell Hutkins up next. Number 300, this is Firefly. He is.
So it's Campbell Hudkins now. Campbell Firefly AS. For the junior yesterday, those being a meter 30 in height. These fences are a bit bigger than that at 135. But this pair have had top 10 placings at WEF earlier on this season, as well as in North Salem in the junior amateur medium jumpers, as well as in the opens in North Salem. So again, a good set of results. They were clear in their last 2 classes, those coming this week. One fence left then. Campbell Hudkins is a little short for time though. And takes the final fence down as well. So it's 4 jumping and 4 for time for Campbell Hudkins and Firefly AS. 7107. So yes, for jumping. That's enough for 10th place at the moment. And we still with 4. Let's go now. Gabrielle Duval. Well, unfortunately, that horseflight upright at fence 7 is down for Gabrielle Duval. Rochelle is by too long. Pretty established to the metre 45 height. They finished 5th in the 140 class. She comes home with a score of 5 though. As I say, this time allowed is generous. So we are seeing a good few times after 5 Ramsey on 2 time penalties, and then plenty others picking up a couple for time as well. Well, Ty Simpson comes next for the US, riding Dana RJ. Ty is regular international competitor in jumping the 5 Grand Prix last year. Fairly new height. This horse was actually also competed to the metre 55 level by Angelica Augustin Zantelli and Mara Modelo to the higher level into 2022. Lastly, though, Ty had a great show with this horse in the 140. One fence left. Ty Simpson is looking just inside the time. No, he's just outside the time. Oof. Aguilis, super talented horse, very nicely brought on in his international career. But Dana RJ and Ty one time. That's going to put them in 5th place, just half a second outside the jump off. So Vivian Yowen comes next with Seacoast Van der Queen B is an 8-year-old mare by Elvis Tepute. Breeding really interesting on the well. The dam is called Seacoast Mona Lisa Vanta Paradis, but is by Bamako de Muse. Internationally, Belgium up to 2023. Also competed by Maggie McAllery as well this year. Had a good few weeks of shows here in Lexington. Top also had some good. Now heads towards this final line. Oh, what a pity! Just gets a little deep at the last part of the triple combination. And this talented 8-year-old takes the fence down. So new ride for Vivian, well, newish ride of Foudron Petit.
Leading 5, her next to join us, number 783, Olivia Board, Connor, 69.
Well, Connor 69 is our next equine athlete. An 11-year-old girl. Now this is an impressive combination. It's a former ride of Tanner Karotkin a couple of years ago, but has been going great guns with elated in the World Cup legs at Fort Worth, Sacramento, Vegas, and Fort Worth once again in the recent years with this horse. Those, of course, the World Cup. Oh, what a pity. You have a refusal here for Olivia Cleaver. Actually had a month in Texas in a meter 30 competition. So quite uncharacteristic there. Going to pick up the 4 for the refusal, but of course it will be costly for time as well. Well, Olivia Cleaver is some way over the time allowed, sadly.
For on the course, 27 on the clock, a total of 31 there for Olivia.
And that gives us a score of 15th place for now.
606 coming in. This is Rocket J Squirrel.
Alina Zappone is up next with Rocket J. Ah, what The first fence goes for Alina. These flamingo fences have been quite influential already in competitions. Quick related distance down from 2 to 3. So remember, we have 4 clears into our jump. Sadly, this 11-year-old stallion will not be winning them. Very across them over the fences. There was no way the plank was staying up there. They may be going away to just work control a little bit, as this is becoming very costly indeed. Well, Rocket J Squirrel does indeed go like a rocket, and unfortunately the fence has come down. Result of
667 will be our next rider on course. Imagine Z ready to kick with the buck.
and 4 still go through to our jump off. Those 4 are Molly, Ash, Call, and Arnold. So Catelyn Butler comes next, riding Imago Z. Whose grandsire, Dr. Harley, the back their last competition before coming here to Lex was last September in Culpeper, where they finished with 3 total finished 8th on Thursday.
Next to join us, Molly Ashcali and La Rosalie, number 253.
Well, unfortunately, Kate Butler not judges. My top 12 at this stage, some way down our leaderboard. Molly Ashcawley is your next starter on course with LA Rosso Lady. Molly already has one ride into the jump off with Echo Van Hetgerendal Z. Sadly, down second. That's so maybe well tamed the balance now across the rest of the course. This is by Molly VDL. Extremely well bred. Going back to Heartbreaker and Balu du Rouet. Jumped up this meeting to 30 now. It's gone a bit higher with Molly in the national classes, but they just had one down in the 140 competition 2 days ago. It's one down here today again, and 2 for time for Molly LA Rosso Lady. So no 2 rides into the jump off for her. It's going to be 11th place for now.
As well, a total of 6. 1473, next to join us. This is Carly Select and Sandra Dahlman.
So let's go to Sandra Dahlman then with Carly Solder. Well, again, we still have those 4 into the jump off. We're looking for a 5th. Question is, can it Dahlman? Fairly similar breeding to our previous horse. Another one by the same stallion, Harley VDL. And this one is out of an Indoctro mare. In Wednesday's third competition for 9th, but they did jump clear. Also had a good double clear here back in May. And in fact, in their last 3 classes, Lexington, they jumped clear exclusively. So certainly an arena that has suited this horse in the past. 1 fence to go, maybe a little bit tight for time though for Sandra Dahlman. Indeed, it's high. That goes into 8th place.
So a total of 3. Terry Kelly next up, 917. Wonder if the right here for Terry.
Still 4 for the jump off. Taryn Keeley comes next with Wonder If. Wonder If is a 12-year-old mare and was a ride for Amanda Derbyshire with some great international success, winning some 2-star Grand Prix. Won, in fact, a 2-star Grand Prix in Ottawa last year. Now piloted Taryn Keeley. This pair finished second in the 130 junior 2 days ago and finished 5th the day before in the 140. Actually finished in the top 10 in their last 8 classes jumped together. It would be great to see that record continued. There have been fences down. This is so strong. It's 7:88 on the clock, and Taryn Keeley gives us our 5th.
Kylie Hayward, Wonder If, go clear and just within the time allowed, 71.880, and they'll join us in the jump off. 5 to see now in the jump off as we stand. Next up, 11:83 is Canvas Van Hoff, Nayland, Eric Swasserman, Hauser.
Where's turn of Eric South with Canvas Van Hofternelen. A horse by Nabab Darev out of a Toulon mare. We have got some extremely impressive breeding in the national class today. Breeding that certainly wouldn't look out of place in the very best international field. Canvas Van Hofternelen is 16 years old. Just one class jumped so far with just one pole down. 2 top 10s in Wayne in Illinois. A couple of podium finishes in Ohio in March as well. This pair really compete at the 130 and 135 height. Goes a nice 8 strides down to fence 8. Now working on the 4. And down comes the final fence. Oh, they're well over the time allowed too. It's a score of 22 and 18th place.
Next to join us, number 435 in the ring, it's Will Martin. Will Martin aboard the SIEC Larissa.
Let's go now to Will Martin. Will is meter 35. Now is SEIC Larissa. Good few international starts as well up to in the 130 class just yesterday for this competition combination. 9th place for them. They've actually finished with 4 clear rounds across their last 3 competitions together. All of those coming here in Lexington. This horse had a bit of a break from competition from July last year up to May of this year. Certainly back with a bang. And back with a bang.
Will Marco's clear, 73.024 within the time allowed, and he'll be ironed.
He becomes the 6th into the jump off. So we've had 22 starters and 6 now with the jump off.
72 on course next, Lexus Arbuckle, once upon a time, the right here for Lexus.
Gives us a ratio of 7, which is in the region of what we're looking for. We're looking for sort of a quarter to a third. So we're in about the right ballpark here. Well, Lexus Arbuckle comes next, once upon a time. Lexus, a solid national level competitor, but unfortunately, this is going away. Sadly, time. Both horse and rider safely up and on their feet, though.
Looks like our horse and rider okay. Let's give him a big round of applause.
So as it stands, we have 6 clears jump. Quick counter. Your next 3 before we take a break are Augusta Iwasaki, Maddie Morley, and Kelly Solier Miller. But pretty ideal jumping conditions here in Kentucky. The footing absolutely perfect, of course, in this. Of course, weeks of jumping competitions in Kentucky for jumping 2-star week and a 3-star week next week, with of course plenty of jumper and hunter classes in between times as well.
Next up, USA's Augusta Iwasaki, number 391. This is Bullseye 111C.
Augusta Iwasaki comes now, riding Bullseye 111Z. Augusta is PRIX 167th in the FEI jumping under 25 rankings. Most of her international results though come with Shka. Bullseye is a 9-year-old stallion by Bamakoda Muse. It's been competed by of international in the past, despite just being a 9-year-old, by the likes of Samuel Hutton of Great Britain, Abdel Said of Belgium, Joe Clee of Great Britain as well. Now they're going up the levels with Augusta up to the 145 level. Starting to get more and more established 40 height, and in fact finished second in the 140 junior amateur class Thursday. For those of you who watched the Split Rock Tour in Sarasota in January, this combination also jumped into 35 championship and just had 1 pole down in that class. This is super strong though.
Here we go, just like that, we have another clear around Augusta
or Augusta Iwasaki, the super experienced, super consistent competitor, gives us the 7th clear of the competition.
7 have made it here in the first half of play. Maddie Morley next on course 1322's Champions League.
Your first 5 we went into the as we did for round 1. Well, Champions League is by Comme Il Faut, a very well-bred horse. And Nicolas Gamboa, who's had a fantastic show so far here this week. He was a winner on Thursday afternoon and placed really well yesterday as well. He's a former rider of this horse. This combination have been jumping well in Texas in April and May of this year. Lots of top 10 finds the 8 strides pretty level. Champions League is just getting quite long and strung out here. So Maddie well out. What I was going to say, doing well to keep things, but that long and strung out approach just made things get a bit flat through the triple combination. So it was 1 down. Good. It's going to go into 13th place for now for Maddie Morley and Champions League. Well, we are anticipating one more competitor before our drag break, but we will keep you updated on that. It's 13th place for Maddie Morley with the 1 fence down, and still 7 are through to the jump off. See towards the just awaiting that 26th competitor. Remember, 52 are on our start list in this $20,000 Blue Trim LL 35 National Prix. Great to see this competition so well. And we go on now to Kelly Sollier-Miller with Firefly.
Next to is number 982 on course Firefly. Kelly Sollier-Miller.
This horse up to the 145 level. He's by Arezzo VDL. She is there. Sadly, the double combination is a problem for Kelly Sollier-Miller. And a finish. Oof, gets very deep at the horseflight fence there. 2nd place finish here in May. Bird has had wins at WEF and in Sarasota earlier this year. Last year wins here in Lexington and at Traverse City. So shame to have that fence down because it's certainly a good shot. One fence left is absolutely fine. It's such a great natural foot speed that you can see from Firefly. But one pole down has Kelly, Solo, Miller and Firefly into 13th place out of the jump. 7 go through then into round 2, that shortened course where we will be absolutely going. So we have brought you half of round 1. We'll be back in just a few moments' time to bring you the second half. This is the start list for the second half of the competition. The likes of Alex Granato still to come, Diana Patterson to come as well with that horse Toulouse. Will Simpson, Ty Simpson on our list as well. Great lineup of a course. Well, looks like Granato is going to come forward with I Am HDH.
Next to join us, Alex Granado, and I am HDH.
So Arezzo VDL breeding on this horse, but this is the dam sire for this horse. Again, a taking this horse further up the rankings to the 150 level. Now dropping down to the 135 classes here this week. They had 2 wins here in May at a decent level. Also picked up wins here last year. So you could definitely say that great is very. We are at 60 seconds and already into the triple combination. Certainly had an eye on the clock, and it's a great way to round things out. Alex Granato with I Am HDH at 69.45 gives us the 8th clear. So 8 going through to our jump off out of 27 starters so far. Looking at a ratio of just over a quarter there. Yeah, so actually for the ratio of clears so far. Something that our course design team will no doubt have a keen eye on. Course design team here in Kentucky, once again led by Anderson Lima with William Robertson and Mauricio Garcia. Well, following Alex Granato, we will now take a short drag break. Still don't go anywhere. We'll bring you the second half of round 1 in a few moments' time.
C. Jarvis Insurance is the leading international equine insurance agency in the world. Our team of professionals is here to assist you 24/7, and we offer worldwide coverage for all aspects of equine insurance. We are owned and operated by a family of horsemen, so you can rest assured that we have a pulse on the industry and will look out for you every step of the way.
Horses have taken me all over the world. Obviously, I started out in Australia, come to America, and I've been lucky enough to represent America at 3 Olympic Games. At about 35, joint pain was really starting to affect my career. I came across Lubricin HA. After about a week of taking Lubricin, my body was already feeling better. Elite athletes require elite care. I feel like Lubricin provides that for me and my team. Choose Lubricin HA. See for yourself.
Hi, my name is Hannah Kleinditz, and I'm the owner and founder of Equestrian Closet.
We provide an online marketplace designed for equestrians to buy, sell, and share the equestrian lifestyle. Whether you are looking for a gently used show coat or looking to purge your closet and start new, Equestrian Closet is here for you.
At Hellerbuilt, our ultimate goal is to help our clients build beautiful homes. Because we do pride ourselves on building comfortable, durable, long-lasting homes and farms that we develop. What we bring to the table is just our unwavering standards in the level to which we build a home.
To really create something that turns into art. It's not typical of what we see in the building business these days. It's next level.
I was born in 1930 and have seen a lot of changes in my time. Service to the land, the people, that hasn't changed. We've been fortunate that we have fed 15 of the last 25 Derby winners and 2 Triple Crown winners. Resilient, strong-willed, uncompromising when it comes to quality. After all we have to sell is service.
Equestrian Services International, your one-stop shop for all your equestrian needs. ESI is committed to quality and service as we plant, nurture and grow personal and long-term relationships with each client. Let ESI design, develop, and construct all of your equestrian dreams.
At Horseflight, we have carefully put together a team of professionals to be there for our horses and clients. We are horsemen and horsewomen first, so it's easy for us to treat your horse like our own.
We take pride in providing the best customer service in the industry.
Once you get to know our team,
you'll see that it makes a difference.
When you're ready to get your horse home, visit us at horseflight.com.
At Hagyard Equine Medical Institute, we're there for you through every phase. With unmatched knowledge and expertise that keeps champions performing at their peak every step of the way. Because we're more than veterinarians. We're riders and owners, just like you. And that's why we've been trusted with your most prized possessions for over 145 years. We're Hagyard Equine Medical Institute.
Good. Welcome to $20,000 Blue Trim LLC Meter 35 National Prix. We are halfway through this competition. We have 25 more combinations to bring you. Out of the 20 had in the first half, we had 8 clears. Those clears for your cap were Molly Ash Corley with Anhead Gerendal Z, Emma Sargent with Giolita, James Billington with Cinderella 7 with 1, Will I Larissa, Augusta Iwasaki with Bullseye, and finally clear was Alex Granato with I Am HDH. Last to go in the first half. It's on to Andrew with Kiki. Kiki, a further international ride now for Andrew. The 2-star competition. She's a 9-year-old mare, bred in the Netherlands. Owned by Francisco Gaitan. Plenty of time Ramsey getting us off to a flying start in the second half. Gives us our 9th clear round with Kiki. Great way to kick things off for the second half of this competition.
Next to join us, number 871, Atlanta.
So next up we have Hallie Duke with Ilana. Hallie, a talented young rider from the North American Youth Championships twice, finishing on the gold medal winning next year and on the 7th place team the year before with Ilana. Now we're working on the 4. The Flamingos are still pretty influential. This pair finished 8th yesterday in the farm vet class. She jumped at WEC as well in March to 2 top 10 placings. So did well yesterday, didn't have the round that she wanted the day before, picking up a score of 35. So good to get another good result just to put that one to bed. Well, the time is 77.3, so it's for the Duke with Ilana.
Second ride now for number 309, TJ O'Mara. Casio down next up, number 309.
TJ O'Mara brings forward Casio, 12-year-old mare. This pair actually won their last international class together. That was a 140 speed class at WEF in February. Though was, as I say, a couple of months ago. TJ's been consistent with this horse across the last couple of years, since taking on the ride from Lauren Hoff in 2020. Last of the week, just one down on Thursday. Well, she's time, not too far away, but still looks to be inside. It's 71.08 for Mara, and it is clear that's the 10th rider through to the jump off.
Clear at 71.018 and into the jump off.
So we have quite the illustrious list now going through to the second round.
Next on course, this is Toulouse.
Primarily a USA dominated list, one rider though for Venezuela in the form of Juan Ortiz. Diana Patterson brings forward Toulouse Z. She has jumped a couple of international classes with Toulouse. Oh, what a shame. The first fence goes. She's overshot the line. Oh, what a pity. Oh, Diana, this is not the start she would have liked. And now just doesn't feel she has it right to fence 2 again. Oh, what a shame. We went wrong there at a really early stage for Diana Patterson. Sadly, elimination.
At 2:52, next to join us, second ride here for Molly Ashkali. This is Conrad 119.
Blues, of course, owned by Blue Trim. So not the day that Diana would have wanted. Let's move on though to Molly Ashcawley with her second ride. It's Conrad. Nice. Conrad's a 14 long-term partner for Molly. Solid in the FEI classes as well. Had a good few clears in recent times. But this comme il faut bred gelding is a great job. This is their first, their second class of the week. Excuse me. They withdrew from so country, but further round of the week here. Not really too heavily competed this year so far, with one top 10 finish. Course was our first jump off qualifier, so she already has a ride into the jump off. She just drops one pole though, one pole and a little, so it's going to be a score of 5 for Molly Ashcawley and Conrad 119.
14:22, course 6, Ty Simpson, Corlia, EVS, next to us, 14:22.
So Ty Simpson brings forward Quarelia EVS. Ty Simpson bidding to be the 11th into the jump off, and he is sitting in 11th place with his other ride. Just picked up one time down J. They really focus on these national level classes, certainly up to the 140 height, the 135 to 140. Really consistent, plenty of good results down at WEF. Third here in May. Generally, this horse either jumps clear or drops one pole. They had a couple of tricky rounds at WEF earlier on this year, but broadly speaking, they tend to jump clear or just have the one pole down. Really unfortunate for just that we'll see. So no doubt he's got an eye on the clock with Quarelia. Looks like he's going to get there for time, and well, Ty Simpson drops himself into 12th place and becomes the 11th into the jump off. This time it's Quarelia with him. He goes through.
And they will join us in the jump off as well. Up to 11 now, coming back. 986, Will Simpson from the USA will try to join as well for Corbin and the
Okay, it's Will Simpson now with Cor van der Kaiser. Through the split rock double there. This horse was with Jenny Rankin and Axel Van Dorn in the past, but they placed second Thursday's 130 class here. Also had two top 6 finishers in Aiken in May. Those are the 130. Been a couple of months since they've contested the 135 heights, but certainly no problems on the jumping for Will Simpson. Going to be 2 time penalties only for him with Cor van der Kaiser. 14th position as it stands, with 11 into the jump off. Well, the next horse is Query 2, and the rider is Ali Wolf.
USA's Ali Wolf next to Jonas Curie 2, the ride here for Ali, 607, their number. Trying to make it number 12.
Another horse that was developed much earlier on in his career by Angelica Augustin Zanatelli. So we have a couple of them in the field today. This pair come to this class off a run of top 10 placings in a row, 4 podium finishes in a row. What a run of 4! All of those coming here in Lexington. Had a couple of months off competing earlier this year, but very much back with a bang in May and June so far. She's got a good pace up already. This will be ones to watch in the jump off. Steadied well for the plank. Made no mistake there. Triple combination and the last to go. Might be a little short for time. I really hope not, because this has been jumping fantastically, and I'm sure Ali would love to continue that great run of form, but looks like she's going to be able to do so. So she becomes the 12th jump off Hender with Query 2.
Clear 72.206 and clear. Megan Kopp coming in next, making aboard the number 601. Yeah, the number 601 up next.
Well, it's Megan Ruth Elizabeth Kalp now with Nabab de Calando. Bab de Calando is a 9-year-old stallion. This horse looks to be a brand new ride for Megan, with the Dutch rider Daan van Giel jumping across Europe. This pair were the winners of the 135 class on Thursday. Well comes home with 4, so it's 20th place help with Nabab de Calando. Moving on then to Capri Truesdale with Belle Fivinia Z. Horse by Balubé du Rouet. He's a 14-year-old mare, and again is fairly new Cap de Villa until recent times. Also with the Norwegian rider Victoria Gulliksen up to 2022. She's a consistent jumping mare and has had 2 top 4 finishes with Capri already, those coming in the international classes. Is a very fast time, 68.53. So clear having it off with this and consistent horse become your 13th jump off contenders. We are getting through them pretty quickly here in Lexington. We go now to Cornetti Van Het Schiefkasteel. Cornetti is an 8-year-old mare. Came from an Irish rider, Patrick Hickey. Well, Vanessa King keeps the pace up to the Horseflight, that skinny fence. Well, sails over the final fence, clear over fences for Vanessa King and Cornetti Van Het Schief Castile. It is going to be 3-4 time though, and puts her into 19th place. 13 are through to your jump off at the moment.
Next up will be the second ride here for Stephen Foran. This is Color Your Day, number 1243.
Well, it's the second ride now for Stephen Foran. Now he rides Color Your Day. Full ride of Jordan Kilkenny in the FEI competitions. Strong performance for a top 10 finish in Wayne, in Illinois, in the 140 Adeptus Grand Prix there. He also had a win in a 135 welcome class there. Those competitions, of course. Had a 5th place finish at the Split Rock Show in Sarasota back in January. Sarasota, otherwise known as Mayaca City. Well, just 1 for time for Stephen Foran and Colour Your Day to place. They'll be the fastest of our one faulters, if that is something of an achievement. They're just outside the jump off contenders, sometimes considered almost the worst place. So near and yet so far. Sandra Dalst with the horse Haiti. Sandra, another rider for the USA with this 12-year-old stallion that she's had for some time. Last year she jumped in the 3-star week here, in the FEI classes. Now contests national level for the 2024 season. Jumped clear in Wednesday's 130 class. Had another couple of top 10 finishes earlier on. Sadly down comes Anchor. Now they're on to the 8. Well, it will be the 8 as a finishing score for Sandra Dahlman and Haiti. 30th place for them.
Canadian Shara Johnstone up next, number 885. This is Lazlo.
Sarah Johnston brings forward Laszlo now. Goes well down the line from 2 to 3. They can take this turn as tightly as they like down to the split. That's why we've all of you are taking it quite tight bid to beat the time, which has been pretty influential. Now the roll back all the way around to 7. Could be related distances that they have to contend with in this course, particularly here 8 to 9. Level of the plank on top. Another roll back from 9. And then of course the triple combination, these blue coloured poles, very light in colour, not necessarily the easiest to see, then runs you down to the final fence. Sarah Johnston is excellent on the, and oh, what a shame. Just clips the final fence with the back hooves, and down it comes. It's 1 pole down. But a very good time for Sarah Johnston. 20th.
972 next to Jonas Mia Bello, MHS Cartenta, her ride. Number 972.
So it's me now. Better. Mia is bidding to be the 14th into the jump off. This mare's been out of the international game for nearly a year now. They jumped at the North American Youth Championships in the last 2 years, finishing with Team Gold in 2022, Team Silver in 2020. Well, this young lady is showing all of her jumping fantastically with this championship horse. The team jump off. Pony going around here. 14 now qualify, and Mia Albello's the latest. 10 combinations remain. Kara's Quality Lady is our next equine star, ridden by Taryn Keeley. Taryn is already into the jump off, our 5th jump off qualifier with 1 day. Bidding now for a 2nd clear with this former Shane Sweet, also a former Sydney Schulman ride as well, as she of course was the winner of yesterday's big class. Clear in the 130 on Thursday, junior amateur class. Two talented young riders coming back to back. Mia Albello was the 14th in off, and Taryn Keeley is bidding for a second ride into our jump-off qualifiers, and that is what Taryn achieves. Unbelievable achievement. 15 now into the jump-off, and 2 of those for Taryn Keeley. Kara's Quality Lady is the second ride now. A busy day at the office for Taryn. Laura Douglas's ride is called Legend. Well, pole comes down head of the double. Laura's competed in Fast as well. So we're really now only looking for further clears. 15 now at the top. One pole down and one for time for Laura Douglas. That gives a score of 5 to 20 ace. Audrey Schultz comes forward now, riding Dalakan de Bremoy. Audrey, another great young rider in the field, ranks 130th in the FP under 25 rankings. Has a couple of really top rides, the likes of Darkito and Disa DM, top international rides. But Dalakan is the ride this afternoon, horsed by Kanan, an 11-year-old mare. Again, a horse that's had a little bit of a break from competition from October then to May. Coming home on the 4 for Audrey Schultz, and just inside the time allowed. It is still only good enough for 20 in a very competitive class with some very strong performances. And Audrey Schultz will not join the ranks of the jump-off qualifiers. 15 going through, remember, at the moment. Hudkins is up next with Billy Diamo. Campbell, another young rider, last year competed in the pre-juniors at NAYC for Team Bronze. That was her third North American Youth Championships. Competed in the pre-juniors for 2 years and in the children's category in 2020. Really young rider. Absolutely making a mark now. Just 17 years old. Billy Diamo, of course, another horse developed by William Funnell, as the name with the suggests. William Funnell actually competed this horse to a really high level, to the likes of the Hickson, the Al Shirar Derby there, and also to some 5-star classes in Sharjah as well. It's going to do time penalties to add to the 4 for jumping for Campbell Hudkins, 35th place and a score of 6. So Cody Quintana is your next competitor into the final 6 here in this $20,000 Blue Trim LLC National Prix. Cody rides Jaja van der Rijkse. This horse's last FEI start was in 2023. Gets a bit unbalanced through the double, but doesn't cause a problem. But this horse's last FEI start was with Ramiro Quintana. Comes now to the triple. Quintana is maybe a little short on time. Could just get there. Time allowed still 74 seconds, of course. And yes, get there. So we now have 16 through to the jump off, and Cody Quintana becomes the latest with that 10-year-old gelding, Jaxa. Molly Ashcawley has a now. It's Hyacinth CR. This is actually Molly's third ride of the class. She was first in and qualified for the jump off with Echo van het Gerendal Z. Rider has 2 rides in the jump off. That is Taryn Keeley. Hyacinth is a 9 who was campaigned in the international classes by Germany's Christian Hess. Well, Molly Ash the middle part of the triple, but it's tight for time as well. With this 9-year-old Hyacinth CR, that's going to go into 7th place with a score of 7. James Billington comes forward once again then now with Hannibal V. Not quite having the image he might have liked. It's a really high caliber field here today. Most of these horses campaigned at the international classes as well. Hannibal now a 12-year-old. Oh, what a shame. Down goes the pole for James Billington. And down to the final fence pretty swiftly. Gets there inside the time, but 27th will be the position for now for James Billington with hold down. Well, Charlotte Jacobs is a very on-form rider as well. Rode the winning round for the Trailblazers at the first leg of Major League Show Jumping in Vancouver a couple of weeks ago. She ranks 156th in the Longines World Rankings. She was also the winner of the 4-star Odlum Brown Grand Prix in the following week as well. Extreme Van der Kattenvenen is her ride today. The 9-year-old that's been with Charlotte for just under a year. Not the horse that most extensively in the international field. Ride of Great Britain's Deborah Jackson. Working on the 4 now, so we stay on our list of 16 clears. Gets a little hesitant through the triple. Not really what we're after in terms, but manages to get there inside the time, just gets a little deep to the final fence as well. So it's 8 for Charlotte Jacobs and 13. Well, Alex Granato already has a ride in the jump off I am HDH. This is another ride called Rock de la Coste. Rock de is just 8 years old. Alex stepping up to the one level. A couple of weeks ago, went down to Franklin in Tennessee for a couple of the classes at this height. We have one rider with 2 rides already. That's 2 rides through to the jump off. Alex Granato is the only other rider who could achieve that feat. Rock Dylan, this 8-year-old, jumping really nicely. Has quite a good look into the bottom of the fences on occasion, but certainly a talented young horse. 1 fence left for Alex Granato. Ooh, he's over the time. Oh, what a shame. It's 19th place with a time of 74.795. Time penalty, but clear jumping for the 8-year-old Rock de la Coste. What a pity. But Alex Granato still has a shot at the win with IMHG. Your final combination is Francisco Goyoaga Mole and Contonio. A horse by Contendro and a former international rider of Mavis Spencer. Double clear in 130 class. They've had some greats down at Desert International Horse Park as well this season. Well, unfortunately, it's the parting of ways for Francisco Goyoaga More. Horse and rider safely up and on their feet. Looks like we've lost an item of time, though. So we'll just wait for Contonio to be reunited with Francisco. But they were, in fact, our final competitors in the first round of competition. And so we do have 16 into the jump off here. They are Molly Ashcaldy was your first rider to go. Echo Van Het Garandal Z. And this is your list then of these first 10 jump off qualified. A little bit of discrepancy in their times in round 1, but that I'm sure will be worked out in the jump off. 6 further riders to give us 16. Cody Quintana give us the latest clear. Only one rider with 2 rides here. It's Taryn Keeley. But a jump off list pretty dominated by the USA. Venezuela's Juan Ortiz in there. This blue trim $20,000 1m35 National Prix. Plenty to bring you then combinations as well as young talent in our jump off contenders. I will take you through the course for the jump off arena prepared. Do stay with us. We will be back in a few minutes' time to bring you today's jump off.
C. Jarvis Insurance is the leading international equine insurance agency in the world. Our team of professionals is here to assist you 24/7, and we offer worldwide coverage for all aspects of equine insurance. We are owned and operated by a family of horsemen, so you can rest assured that we have a pulse on the industry and will look out for you every step of the way.
Horses have taken me all over the world. Obviously, I started out in Australia, come to America, and I've been lucky enough to represent America at 3 Olympic Games. At about 35, joint pain was really starting to affect my career. I came across Lubricin HA. After about a week of taking Lubricin up, my body was already feeling better. Elite athletes require elite care. I feel like Lubricin provides that for me and my team. Choose Lubricin HA. See for yourself.
My name is Hannah Kleinditz, and I'm the owner and founder of Equestrian Closet.
We provide an online marketplace designed for equestrians to buy, sell, and share the equestrian lifestyle. Whether you are looking for a gently used show coat or looking to purge your closet and start new, Equestrian Closet is here for you.
At Hellerbuilt, our ultimate goal is to help our clients build beautiful homes. Because we do pride ourselves on building comfortable, durable, long-lasting homes and farms that we develop. What we bring to the table is just our unwavering standards in the level to which we build a home.
To really create something that turns into art. It's not typical of what we see in the building business these days. It's next level.
I was born in 1930 and have seen a lot of changes in my time. Service to the land, the people, that hasn't changed. We've been fortunate that we have fed 15 of the last 25 Derby winners and 2 Triple Crown winners. Resilient, strong-willed, uncompromising when it comes to quality. After all we have to sell is service.
Equestrian Services International, your one-stop shop for all your equestrian needs. ESI is committed to quality and service as we plant, nurture and grow personal and long-term relationships with each client. Let ESI design, develop and construct all of your equestrian dreams.
At Horseflight, we have carefully put together a team of professionals to be there for our horses and clients. We are horsemen and horsewomen first, so it's easy for us to treat your horse like our own.
We take pride in providing the best customer service in the industry.
Once you get to know our team, you'll see that it makes a difference.
When you're ready to get your horse home, visit us at horseflight.com.
At Hagyard Equine Medical Institute, we're there for you through every phase. With unmatched knowledge and expertise that keeps champions performing at their peak every step of the way. Because we're more than veterinarians. We're riders and owners, just like you. And that's why we've been trusted with your most prized possessions for over 145 years. We're Hagyard Equine Medical Institute.
Well, it's jump-off time now in this $20,000 Blue Trim LLC Meter 35 National Prix. In time, it's all about speed now for these 16 competitors that will come forward in today's Prix jump-off. Well, the jump-off course is going to be fences 1, 2, and from round 1, followed by 4A and B. That's the split rock double on the left-hand side of the ring as we're looking at it here. Then they will go to a new fence, fence 14, which is right in the middle of the course. And then another new fence, an upright just on the other side of the triple at fence 15. And finally, the final fence from round 1 to finish. It's fence 12. Well, Molly Ash, first competitor with Echo Van Het Gerendal Z. There's that final fence. The Lilac Oxer and Molly Ashcawley gets her double clear with Echo Van Het and a time of 38.590. Great way to kick things off for us in this Blue Trim National Prix jump-off. So we go on to Emma Sargent now then with Giolita. Time to beat 38.590. takes the angle over that fence. Up fence 1, it comes over 2 1, then needs to straighten for 3. Takes that fence a little more straight though before turning into the double. Quickly away. And good inside fence 2 to the new fence. The other new fence coming up here, that multicoloured upright. Now it's a gallop to the last for Emma Sargent and Giolita. Way on the time at all and gets there. She is quicker. It's another double clear and 37.788 is the time. Sargent, your new leader. Well, this could be an electrifying jump off. 2 riders have gone and 2 very quick clears already. It's James Billington next. Cinderella 770. So James Billington knows that he has a stiff task here in order to beat that time of 37.788. Again, takes that inside line. 14 on the angle. Well, it is quicker for James Billington. The time is 36.407. And we have had throwing in a row. How fast will we see this jump off get? Juan Ortiz now with Odile VDM. Very quick through the double there. Odile, another of these big striding horses, and he takes a stride out. That's quick. Oh, first fence goes in the jump off. The new fence at 15. Oh, the time's good though, 37.398 would have been enough for second. But one pole down sees Juan Ortiz into 4th. Well, Taryn Keeley has 2 rides, of course, in the jump off. Wonder If is the first. James Billington is our leader here with that time of 36.407. Taryn Keeley, super quick one. Inside the hut in the middle of the ring. And quickly turns well. The natural foot speed of Wonder If is just something to see, and takes a stride out into the double. Oh, takes a real angle. 214. Down it comes. This would have been great on the... This is so impressive. Well, it's 34. 6.74. Look at that time. That is ending from Taryn Keeley. But fence 14 has gone down. Here's that fence going down again. Just too much pace. And they'll go into 4th place. Juan Ortiz drops into 5th. As we go to Will Martin with SIEC Larissa. Well, Will Martin is away over these flamingo fences. Comes home in a brilliant time. Will Martin, 38.18. Lightning quick. Look at that jump to fence 14 and galloped to the final fence as well. And super tough time to beat now. Larissa. So Augusta Iwasaki, this consistent young rider, comes forward now with Bullseye 111Z. Has to sit down and drive to get a stride out into the double. Great riding from Augusta. Ooh, and again takes a stride out to 14. She is riding this seriously bravely. It's 34.18 to beat. Ooh, she just misses at the last. It's 35.880, but the final fence goes to 6th place with that 4 penalties. Taryn Keeley still the fastest for Falter. Would have been good enough to be in the lead if it hadn't been for the fence down. Alex Granato is up next with IHDH. This was a really eye-catching pair in round 1. They were one of our fastest rounds in the first round. Sub 70 seconds. We hardly saw anyone do that. The one was James Bullington, who sits at the moment. So with I am HDH, Alex Granato comes forward. He keeps quite straight from 2 to 3. Turns in the air though. Oh, what a shame. Goes for it. He had to go for it. Took a really tight line into the double. Just missed that one. What a shame. Well, one pole down, but plenty to add for time, gives a score of 21 for Alex Granato. Such a shame. He really went for it into the double, but just not quite achievable for this combination. Well, we go to Andrew Ramsey now, who's off to a little bit of a steadier start. He's planning to go for that 34-second time. Well, he comes out, and it's a very good time, 37.292 for Andrew Ramsey. Quite deceptive there, but it's going to be a third place for him with Kiki. TJ O'Mara comes next with Castillo Dam. Time to beat is still 34.818. Well, he's so quick here to that penultimate fence, 34.818 to beat TJ O'Mara. Has much speed here. Ooh, just outside. It's going to go into second place, 34.935. TJ O'Mara. Will Martin holds on to the lead. Ty Simpson comes now. So, Quarelia EVS is the ride. Ty Simpson, is he going to go for Will Martin's time? Goes a real angle at the first, keeps tight to the horseflight fence, but it's very tight into two. Hugging the wings. For Ty Simpson and Quarelia. Ooh, just hesitates in the air a little bit, hangs in the air, but comes to the final fence. 34.818 to beat. It's 35.915 for Ty Simpson. James Billington drops into 4th place. Simpson takes the spot on the podium in 3rd place. Well, Ali Wolf brings forward query 2 now. It's still Will Martin leading the way. Well, Ali Wolf is hugging the edge of the arena to get this angle at the first fence. Oh, takes a stride out to 2. That'll be time to be taking strides out around this course. And gets a little more careful there into the double. Taking a pull. Oh, takes down 14. That's the fend down most frequently in the jump off. The time 5.754 would have been enough for 3rd, but the pole down puts her into 9th place. Well, 4 competitors remain, and Will Martin is still at the top of the tree. Incredible time of 34.818. It's Capri Truesdale now with Belle Fayed. Another eye-catching combination from round 1. Another super quick round, 68.5 round 1. How is she going to play this? She had to turn a lot in the air there for fence 2. Kept straighter to 3. Double comes up nicely for her. Gets a great shot at 14. Still looking good. Capri Truesdale, can she get there quicker? No, she can't. It's 36.448. She turns to look at the time. She thought she was very quick, and she certainly was around a lot of the course, but that's only enough for 5th. That is how our competitors have been going already in today's competition. Well, Taryn Keeley has the advantage of having had a spin around this jump-off course already. Taryn sits in 9th with Wonder If, and Kara's Quality is the 2nd ride. Keeps quite straight down that line. Oh no, what a shame! Again, tries to go for it for the double, but sadly just glances off, and Taryn Keeley might have parted ways with Kara's Quality Lady there. That would be a name. But yes, I think Taryn Keeley has parted ways from Kara's Quality Lady. She still sits in 9th place with Wonder If. And Kara's Quality Lady still being a speedy trip around the ring. two ladies still to come. Good up and on her feet and heading out of the ring. Well, here's the lie of the land at the moment. Will Martin still leads the way with SIEC. TJ Amara sits in second place with Cassiodam, and Ty Simpson is in third with Quarelia EVS. Leading time as it stands is 34.818. We can just see Kara's Quality Lady still making it around this ring. So we're just going to wait for the horse to be brought to a stop. You are final two competitors, Mia Albello and Cody Quintana, still to come.
Where's the one more time theme when you need it?
Super quick time there for Will Martin. With only two riders still to come, he'll be on the podium, so no doubt is preparing for a prize giving, but what will be the final position? That's the question. We're just taking a momentary break here. We're waiting for the final two competitors in the jump off. Just waiting for Kara's Quality Lady to be brought to a stop and to exit the arena before we bring you the final two riders. All right then, on to our penultimate. It's Mia Albello with MHS Cardenta. Leads the way with SIEC Larissa. clear, and that fantastic time, 34.818. Quickly over the first fence, Mia Albello, this double NAYC competitor. She's quick and through the double. Oh, took a stride out to 14, but down it came. You could almost see the disappointment in her. She's really fast. So fast, in fact. 37.722. She actually eased off at the end there as well. It would have been enough for the win. But one pulled down has Albello into 10th. So Cody Quintana is your final competitor with Jaja van der Rikse. Over the first on the ankle. Quite steady into the second. This does not look fast enough to contest Will Martin's time. Looks like Cody Quintana the clear. Certainly not slow. Safely over the final fence then, and a time of 39.801 gives Kona a finishing position of 9th. Will Martin then will be your winner with SIEC Larissa, beatable time of 34.818. What a performance. Absolutely outstanding. Just great to see. That standout Will Martin clinching the win. Well, we'll take a look at the full leaderboard just a moment, but it's a win for Will Martin, second for TJ O'Mara, and third for Ty Simpson. Look at those times. Very close between Will Martin and TJ O'Mara. Less than, well, much less than half. Just over a 1/10 of a second separating those top two. SIEC Larissa, the winning horse, Cassia Dam, the second place, Ty Simpson with Quarelia EVSI, your third place pair in a time of 35.915, a second behind Jay's time. James Billington finishes fourth with Cinderella 770, and the fifth spot goes to Capri Truesdale with Bell 5. The rest of those competitors are again pretty packed in terms of time. It's Andrew Ramsey, Emma Sargent, Mosh Corley, and Cody Quintana, your final rider there, giving us the last and the slowest of the double clears. Keeley was your fastest four-faulter, and in a time that would have been enough to take the win, but a pole down placed them in 10th place. This is the rest of your leaderboard in those jump-off qualifiers. Remember, we had 50 starting order, 16 went through to the jump-off. Will Martin, the best of them in this blue trim $20,000 National Prix. Well, it has been an incredible highlight to the day, this National Grand Prix. And of course, tomorrow the action continues, kicking off at 8 local time with the 120 Junior Amateur Final. Then continue along with the 40 Junior Amateur Final. There'll be a little break for the lead line class. And then finally, I will be taking you through the $100,000 two-star Meter 45 Grand Prix presented by Hagyard at 2 p.m. local time tomorrow. Darters on the order for that competition. But here they are then, your top three. Will Martin, TJ O'Mara and Ty Simpson. Well, the prize is just being awarded, and congratulations being to the top placed competitors. Top 5 or 6 coming into the ring here. And there is your winner, Will Martin. Great to see the members of Blue Trim there to give their congratulations. Giving to the riders who will take the lion's share of this $20,000 prize pot. Well, the top 3 dismount and head towards the podium. Will Martin is going to the top. Your winning rider with SIEC Larissa. TJ O'Mara on the left in the second spot with Cassio Dam. And finally, Ty Simpson is in third place on the right-hand side of the podium with Quarelia EVS. Opportunity for some photos in front of the and the Garno branded board there. But we will have the national anthem for the USA in just a moment. Leave you with that picture. It's been a pleasure to take you through this Blue Trim National Prix. I do hope you every moment of this competition. I have been Hannah Robson, and I look forward to taking you through the 2-star Grand Prix tomorrow afternoon. Have a great evening.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, here's your champion, Will Martin and SIEC Larissa. Great class here today. We got another great stable of great classes again tomorrow with our Grand Prix ending up the day here. $100,000 at stake tomorrow afternoon. Be sure and join us here as we continue on with the Split Rock Jumping Tour Hunter Jumper 1 here at the Kentucky Horse Park. Our day begins tomorrow here in this ring at 8 o'clock.
We have a new leader.